When you look at what you've learned over the years in your experience, what do you think are some of the most common misconceptions and greatest problems that homeowners face around that is kind of the unspoken thing? Because when most homeowners go to buy a home,
Yes.
they think about a lot of things, and they do their home inspection and they look at the HVAC, but most of the time they're just hoping it passes so they can buy the home they've already decided they want to buy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are some of those things that you think kind of surprise people, or that are the misconceptions?
Yes. What a great question. What a great question. And I'm going to try my best to make it short, but there's a lot to talk about this segment, a lot, because we face it on daily basis. And I can give you examples for the past 12 years, but I'll try to make it short again. Yes, we do. We see, first of all, homes, HVAC. So just you have kitchen, you have HVAC, that's normal. Home, people when buy homes, I do the both sides. When people sell their homes, sometimes they hire us to make a report, make sure the homeowner selling the house in very good condition.
Yep.
When it comes to the HVAC, and probably they do the same thing with roofing, plumbing, stuff like that. And I do also get hired by people buying the home to make sure the HVAC in good condition before they buy it. Now, I do when people buy home, hire us. That's on the higher. I would say it's probably 70% people are buying homes. Call for an HVAC inspection. We have very thorough inspections. We support it with pictures and stuff like that, because the last thing I want to do is do an inspection and people rely on our expertise, if you would.
Yep.
They buy the home, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later, AC breakdown. By the way, you guys call us back like you guys fixed it. I mean, inspect it. So what's going on, right?
Yep.
So we do very, very thorough inspection. At the end of the day, we're dealing, I just want to make this clear, we're dealing with machines, but for the most parts, our inspections, and actually in the company we have delegated 2 to 3 guys, and we train them very well to do those home inspections. On the buyer side or the seller side, they get the same results, same inspections, but we go through the system in details, and we give every single recommendation that needs to be done. And one of them, my brother, I did an inspection for my brother just about maybe 4 months. If you're watching right now, I say, hi, my brother. I did an inspection for him, and he bought a home in Natomas and was 20-some years old. And yes, you're right. I found problems in the AC. I said, this needs to be addressed, and was addressed with the seller. And the seller said very, very kindly, or for the seller, said, yeah, I knew about those problems. We'll definitely negotiate the price and give you credit for you to go fix it. So that's on one side. So we do, just emphasize, we do very thorough inspections, whoever buying the home. And if somebody watching and they're buying a home, please, with us or with anybody else, please do an HVAC inspection. Very important. HVAC, I'm not going to say expensive, I'm not going to say cheap, but they are an item that is not you're buying every day. Like every 15 years, you're buying an HVAC system. So it's very important to make sure, and it's comfort. You're moving into a house, you want it to be comfortable in the house. So it doesn't matter winter or summertime. Like it's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summertime. Especially if you're buying with a family and you have kids or elderly people. Very important. Please, an advice from a pro, from HVAC technician pro, please have somebody check the AC.
Get it checked.
Yes, get it checked is important.
Yeah,
it's very important. Now, as industry-wise, when it comes to us, for example, we have 3 type of refrigerants are in the market right now. 3 types of systems, 3 types of refrigerant, and you cannot mix match. Just an example, like if, for example, we have an R22 refrigerant, we have R14A. When the new one just released last year was the R454B. Now we have three types of refrigerant, and sometimes, to answer your question, we find okay, it's R22 outside, but they replace the unit inside with R14A, and we know it's not going to work.
It just won't work.
Just by looking at it, it's not going to work. Maybe turn the switch on. to the home inspector. Like home inspectors, usually they come in. People always hire inspector, but home inspector, if they find something wrong with the AC or the temperature difference is not accurate, is not in range, and the range should be between 15 to 20. So they find 14 or 12 or 10. They write on the reports, refer to an HVAC pro.
Yeah.
And sometimes people refer to that and really they address it. And sometimes people just, let it go. Its system is working. I heard the AC working. I heard the furnace.
I feel
I
cold
feel
air
heat.
coming
I feel
out,
cold
or
air.
heat, yeah.
Correct. Exactly. For a little bit of maybe 10, 15 minutes that you spend in the house before when you meet with your agent, right? With the agent. So, but we know as a pros, like we know that the system probably going to take about 30 minutes to freeze. Just an example. We know if there's a crack in the heat exchanger furnaces, and and that's another part. We're talking about the AC now. We switch to the heat a little bit because we deal with natural gas, and sometimes you have crack. We inspect. We call it safety inspection. In our report, we do a safety inspection as well to make sure the furnaces are running in good condition. That's the last thing you want. Somebody move in, turn the heater on, and you have a carbon monoxide leak into the house. So it's very red line.